Ooh. So this is strength class. We're going to do a little bit of stuff with the foam roller, and we're going to do a bit of stuff with some weights. I have my weights over there in the corner, and I'm going to grab my foam roller. Just a quick note about foam rollers. They have different squishinesses to them. Is that a word? Some of them are more firm than others. I can say it like that. If yours is more firm and you don't like that, you can put a blanket on top or a couple of towels. That's what I have done, and I sometimes do. So you can try that. Also, if the foam roller, if you don't like it, if you don't like the way things feel when we start to do them in the beginning of class, just come onto the ground and push your foam roller to the side. You can do all the same stuff. It'll just feel a little bit different. Okay? All right, let's do it. I have my water. Oh gosh, it's gone. It's okay. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this magic circle. And I'm gonna grab the foam roller and we're gonna start lying on it long ways. So I'm gonna put it towards the top of my mat where my head will go. And then I'm gonna have a seat in front of it, right on the edge, living on the edge. And I also, even though this isn't 100% necessary, I try to get my foam roller in the middle of my mat. It just kind of helps me to create a little bit more structure. And then we're just gonna lie down on the foam roller. Yeah, and just a reminder, those of you, if this doesn't feel good on your spine, just come to the floor, okay? So I'm gonna start with my knees and my feet about hip distance, maybe even a little bit wider. And my arms a little bit wide. And first I'm going to start by bringing my head carefully from side to side. This ends up being a pretty intense stretch through the side of the neck into the shoulder. For me, the wider my arms are, the nicer the stretch can be. It's almost like I'm using the length of my arm as leverage as I bring my head over to the side so it doesn't kind of go too far. But as long as this feels okay, you can just let your head go off to the side as far as you would like. I'm just going to do one more to each side. One side is a lot tighter than the other. This is the last one. Take a nice deep breath. And then come back to the center. Feet will stay where they are. Arms will come up towards the ceiling. Let's do palms forward. Take a minute to lengthen your spine out. For me, when I bring my chin in toward my throat and I slide the crown of the head away and I try and get the sits bones to look straight in the other direction, that makes my spine get nice and long. Palms forward. I think I said that. We're going to bring the arms back behind you. Only go as far as you can go without letting the ribs poke out. Try and keep your midsection nice and stable. And then come back and come all the way down to the mat. Elbows will stay lifted. Arms will remain nice and straight. And we're going to add a nice deep breath. First, inhale. Come as far back as you can, remain engaged through your midsection. And then exhale, bring the arms back. And again, inhale. And exhale. We're going to do two more. One more. And then I'm going to come up towards the ceiling. Palms will now come together over the chest. Lengthen the neck, slide the shoulders away. And I'm going to inhale this time as I open all the way out to the sides. And exhale to come back up. Okay, so also keep going. Just to note that this breathing exercise is a warm-up for the abdominals. Inhale, expand your waist. Exhale, empty it out. Draw the abdominals in. Let's do three more. Also, bonus, this is a little bit of a massage, for me at least. For the muscles around my shoulder blades, they always get real gnarly. So this is really nice. Now come on up and pause. You can separate your palms so they're right over your shoulders and just bend so the hands are kind of still facing one another, but the elbows are over the shoulders. Same exercise with bent arms, much deeper stretch, and then come on back up again. We're gonna do 4 more. I think I suggested inhale out, exhale up. I don't really care how you're breathing, as long as it's a nice deep breath. So each time I bring my arms out to the sides, it is a heck of a stretch. The next time you bring your arms out east and west, just pause. Keep the shape that you're in. Bring the elbows down a little. And by down a little, I mean look at the direction that your toes are looking. Slide the arms in, whew, and then back up, and then slide the hands in towards one another. Essentially, I'm keeping my arms on the same plane, and now going elbows closer to my ribs, and then fingertips closer towards one another. And I'm going to try to keep breathing through this. This is also a heck of a stretch across the chest. Really valuable for a lot of us, I think. Breathe here. Let's do 1 more each way. And then come back to the sides. Carefully come on back up, all the way down. Right by your sides. Relax the elbows, lengthen out the neck. Let's bring the feet in a little bit closer. Find those deeper connections through your abdominals. And we're gonna start bringing one leg up at a time, okay? One leg up at a time. So those of you that are down on the mat, if you're not using a foam roller at all, it's the same exercise. You just have to focus in on minimum of movement as you lift the leg. The foam roller kind of forces you to focus on that, which is kind of cool. Let's do 1 more each way, and as long as this is going well, we're going to add the opposite arm. Left arm, right leg. And then right arm, left leg. And this would be a cool opportunity to notice if one side is different from the other, which it could be. I'm trying to challenge myself to keep the foam roller as still as I can. I'm going to do 2 more sets here. This is definitely a way to warm up the hip flexors. Think more deeply and find the low belly muscles. Here's the last one right here. Let's come on back down, and you can keep your arms straight by your sides and lift your elbows. Just the fingertips will be down. I have my hands a little bit wider than I did a moment ago. And now I'm going to bring one leg up. Find the abdominal connection to bring the other leg up. Take a nice deep breath here. Let's do knees apart a little bit, feet together. I'm going to take my right hand and tap my left knee and then go right back down. And then I'm going to take my left hand and tap my right knee and go back down. That's kind of fun. P.S. The knees are over the belly button, not over my hips. And I'm going to try to do that 1 more time. Opposite hand to opposite knee, tap. Ooh. And then I'm going to keep the hands down. Legs, knees come back together. One foot goes down, exhale, come back up. Other foot goes down, exhale, come back up. 2 more. 2, 2, 1, and 1, all the way back down. Put your arms down. Bring your feet together and your knees apart and breathe. One more deep breath here. And then bring the knees back up again. push through your feet to lift your hips up. And I'm just gonna shimmy off to one side and push the foam roller away, and then lie flat on my back and enjoy a very strange yet lovely feeling all the way through the spine. Let's take one nice deep breath here. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna flip over and move the foam roller in front of me, all the way out in front. Again, if you don't have your foam roller or don't like this, you can just bring your hands out to the floor. Let's bend the elbows, rest them down, rest the palms on the foam roller, and bring the forehead down to the mat. Take a nice deep breath here. Lengthen the legs, gently push the pubic bone down and draw the abdominals in. Extend the arms, reach the fingertips forward so the shoulder blades slide forward, and then plug them back in and bring the elbows all the way down. Extend and reach. Reconnect and relax down. 2 more. Extend and reach. And then reconnect and relax. Try a deep inhale here. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, return. Inhale, extend the arms out, but don't slide the shoulders forward. Keep them plugged in. And then push through the palms to lift the head and the chest and look forward. As you come on back down, bend your elbows. Head is going to return where it started. Let's try that again. Extend the arms, keep the shoulders kind of plugged in. Push down through the palms as you lift your chest and look forward. This is a nice stretch, I think. Let's do 2 more. Try to incorporate a nice deep breath. Last one. And come all the way down, okay? I'm going to just put the foam roller to the side for a moment. Sit back on my heels. Take a nice deep stretch. Okay. And I'm going to flip back over onto the back one more time. And this is the last bit we're going to use the foam roller for before we start doing some work with the weights. Bring the foam roller towards where your feet are. And we're going to come back down, knees bent. This time, feet will be right on top of the foam roller. Okay? So for me, there is definitely some sort of this sweet spot about where I feel like I can actually do this and not hate it. So as you know, you can do the same thing without it. So just chuck it to the side if you don't like it. My feet are wider than my hips, and I'm trying to bring the foam roller in a little bit so I can push in with the center of the foot towards the heel. And I'm going to push down through the arms and push down through the legs and bring the hips up. And come right back down, okay? Experiment with how wide or narrow your feet are. Experiment with pushing through the heels or the arches. I don't think you're gonna like pushing through the front part of the foot, but maybe you will. And we're adding that nice deep breath here. I like exhale to come up. Let's do 3 more here. Continue to experiment with where your feet are. And 2 more. Last time. Come all the way down with the heels. Lengthen the legs out until they're straight. You're just going to glide along the top of the foam roller. Flex the feet. And then glide back in. See if you can come all the way towards the toes. Just give me two more like that. Go all the way out. Flex. All the way into the toes. Last one. All the way out. Flex. All the way to the toes. And then you can just kind of push the foam roller away. Say goodbye for now. Hands behind your thighs. You can rock up to sit or come up to sit however you like. Roseve up. And one quick thing here before we come up to stand. Hands and knees. Hands and knees. Okay. Come. Try to get let's do knees together. Feet together. Push the ground away. Let's do just a couple cat-cows here. Breathe into the part of your back that needs a little bit of love. Like for me, my lower spine is tight. And so when I round and arch, I send some good energy there. I think about lengthening out of that place or taking a deep breath into it. So apply that to your back, just one more each way. And then come back to the center. Bring the hands forward about enough distance for you to lean forward and to come into sort of a modified plank here. And we're just gonna hold here for a minute, pushing the ground away. Spread the fingers apart. Push down through all the fingers if you can. Aim your elbows for the wall behind you. And for a moment, look forward and send your chin forward a little bit. And then look back down and draw the chin in and push the ground away a little bit. And again, look forward. Bring your chin forward. Keep your abdominals in, please. And then bring your chin back and look down. One more each way. Push the floor away as you look forward. Chin forward and chin back in. Look down. Lean your hips back. Extend the arms forward. Take a nice deep breath. And then come forward again into your modified plank. You can stay here in your modified plank and work on how that feels, all those good connections, or you're welcome to come up into a regular plank, a real plank, or a lifted through the knees plank and hold here for a deep breath. And one more. Soften the knees. One more time, stretch the hips back, bring the fingertips forward and the head down. Super deep breath. And then walk your hands back towards your knees, and we're going to make our way up to stand. Come up however you would like. Okay, all the way up. And in this first part, I'm going to grab some fives. We're going to move through an arm series, a standing arm series. So medium weights, I would say. A medium weight. Okay, and we're going to start, let's start with our feet, maybe about as wide as the hips, maybe right underneath your sits bones, arms right by your sides. Let's first turn the palms forward, push down through the feet, give the tush a little bit of a squeeze, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then come back central and pull the head back. Draw the abdominals in, a nice easy bicep curl up, and then slowly come down. A little bit quicker on the way up, up, and then slowly come down. Again, up, and slowly come down. Keep going here as much as this is a bicep exercise. Push through the feet to keep the backs of the legs engaged and the tush. Pull the head back a little bit so you're working the core and the spine along the way. Just two more. One more. And then we're going to come out to the sides a bit. So probably at a bit of an angle, you should see your hands in your periphery vision. So again, still a bicep curl. Yeah, we're gonna take it a little bit slower on the way down. Slower on the way down. Continue to make this a little bit of a core exercise. A gentle way to use the back to lengthen through the legs and stand really nice and tall. We're gonna do this 4 more times. And 3. And 2. One more time. And then come all the way down. We'll turn so the palms are facing our side body. Bring the arms out just a little bit by your sides. From the wrist to your knuckles. Curl up. And then come out. Cute little move. Not for the elbows. Try and keep the arms nice and straight. And go back out. Let's do 5 more. 5. And 4. Good. Elbows are nice and still. And 3. And 2. One more time. And then come right by your sides. Reach to the floor with your knuckles. Lift the chest. Push the arms back like you want to bring the weights towards the wall behind you. And then come all the way up into your bicep curl. A little bit more quickly on the journey down. This time, chest opener. 5 more here. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. One more. And down. Now bring the arms right by your sides, palms forward. Maybe walk the feet in just a little bit. We're gonna now start to pick up one leg at a time. So I'm gonna bend my left knee and stand tall into my right leg. As I bring my left knee up, my right arm comes up, and then I control them both on the way down, okay? So again, I'm still trying to just keep my spine nice and tall. And breathe along the way. Adjust something if you need to. Maybe holding the weight with your palms facing one another just feels better. Either way is fine. Let's do 4 more, just like this. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now the right arm and the left knee only for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. Other side. Left arm, right knee. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Come all the way down. Feet are just going to come, let's say, about hip distant again. You're still standing nice and tall. Soften the knees. Actually, first, soften the knees and bring the knees forward a little bit so your spine is nice and straight. And then push through the legs and stand nice and tall. Lift and lower your heels. Knees come forward like you're sliding down a wall. And then come back up. Lower and lift. 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. It's hard to not squat here. And 2. One more. And then come on back down. Good. Let's bring the left leg forward and the right leg back. Just about hip distant, not too far just yet. Square off your hips so your right hip is pushing forward and your left hip is pulling back, just so you can keep your hips square with your shoulders. Lift the back heel and hold. Back heel is up. Front knee. Bend. Return. It's a small movement. bend, return. Right over the left foot. Bend, knee over the foot, return. 3 more. Back heel is lifted. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Lean forward and pause. Shift all your weight into your left foot and bring the right leg up and down. Small movement there. 8, 7, 6. Energize the spine. Belly is in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right leg forward and the left leg back. Feet are not super far apart. Press your left hip forward and your right hip back. Stand tall. Lift the back heel. We're keeping it lifted and we're bending the right knee and then returning. Bend and return. 5 more. 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1 more. Now bend the right knee and hold. Shift all your weight into the right leg, back leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bring the left foot forward. Good. We're coming back to, we did a combo. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We did knee up a moment ago, like this, right? So we're going to add in a little bit of a squat. And I'm going to just keep my arms right by my sides. Squat back. When you come up, the knee comes back. And other side. So just kind of go at your own pace here. Use whatever weight you think you should. And a pace that's right for you. Picking up the pace a little bit is going to bring up your heart rate. Slowing it down will do other things that you want them to do. So you decide what this exercise is for and go that pace. And we're going to do about 4 or 5 more sets depending on your pace. Last 2 sets. Last set. We're coming back to center. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer. In this next bit, I'm going to be pressing up, so adjust your weight if you need to. I'm going to start with the right arm and the left knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. Shift. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center and come on back down. Okay. I'm coming back one more time to this cute little exercise with straight arms. Bend, heels up. Bend, heels up. Bend, straight spine. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, it's so hard to not make it a squat. 1 more. There we go. Great. Come back to center, and we're going to do 1 more set, a little bit different, of arm up. This time it's the same side leg. So up, just like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And we gotta do the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then come all the way back. Awesome. Okay, come back to center, feet hip distant, soften the knees. I'm gonna send my hips back just a little bit and bring the elbows right by the ribs, shoulder blades down and together. Extend. Okay, so a lot of people, when they do this exercise, they bring the arms way up and it forces the shoulders to round forward. Try and keep your shoulder blades pulled down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we're alternating. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to extend both arms out, little pulse up. 8, 7, 6, belly is in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. Bit of a neck stretch, I think. For me, at least. And then go back the other way. And return, okay? Okay, I want to do some stuff on the ground. I'm going to bring these 5s with me, but I'm also going to grab a heavier set. I think the 8s sound appropriate. And put them right next to me. 1, 2. I'm just throwing weights around. That's probably not the best idea. Don't do that. Okay. All right, so I would love, we're going to start down on our sides. Right down on the side. I'm going to use my 5s for this part. Get yourself comfortable. If you need any pillows or blocks or anything, just grab those and put them where you think they belong. I'm going to start with this 5-pound weight, straightening out the spine, belly button is in, and elbow in, elbow in. When you bring your hand up, just pause here for a minute. A lot of people just kind of let the hand do whatever it wants to do. See if you can aim your knuckles up to the ceiling and your palm forward. Come down, draw the ribs and the belly button in. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Whew. That is not easy. And then come all the way back, okay? Same weight for me. I'm going to use the same weight right behind my top knee. This is my left leg, okay? And I'm going to keep the opposite arm here. Feel free to put your fingertips right in front of you. Just a quick check-in. Bring your top hand to your top hip and just gently push it away a little bit so it goes as far as it can so it's sitting right on top of the bottom hip, okay? Leg down, leg up. Leg down, leg up. Experiment a little bit, you guys, with what your knee is looking at. Is it looking straight ahead? Is it looking down a little bit? How does that feel? It's pretty exciting for me. Let's do 3 more. Ooh, it's burning. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold here. Don't get mad. Little pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Take that weight out for a minute. My goodness. Okay, let's do another set. For the rotators, Um, please use a different weight if you're pushing through it and it's traveling up into your neck and feeling really yucky, okay? So think elbow pulls down so you can plug your shoulder in. And again, pay attention to what that wrist looks like when you come on up. 6 more. 6. Belly is in. 5. Continue to take those nice deep breaths. 4. 3. 2. Woo! 1 more. My goodness. Over the weekend, you guys, I learned how to shuck oysters. It's not weird. Anyway, my forearm on this arm, because I was like grasping the oyster, you know, it hurts. Okay, come back with your hand on your hip. Push the hip away a little bit. So the spine stays nice and long. The top leg comes forward and back. See what you can do to keep your knee in line with your hip. And breathe. You can do whatever you want with this top arm, whatever feels like it makes sense for you. And 5. And 4. Nice long through the spine. And 3. My goodness. It's very burny today. 2. 1 more. Come back. Grab the weight. Grab the weight. 1 more rotator set. Belly is in. Grab your weight. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Woohoo! 1 more situation here. Come on back. Okay, so the foot will stay where it is. Knee down, knee up. Knee down. Oh my gosh. Knee up. 6 more. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. 2 more. Last one. Ooh! My goodness. Okay, keep the knees there. Quick stretch. Why not? Knees in one direction, eyes in the other. As you exhale, release something, release a place where you have tension. And then roll back, and let's come right over to the other side. You can bring that weight with you. I guess we only used 1. Okay. So come on back. See if you can lengthen out through your spine. Draw the abdominals in. Even here, even when we're not doing the hip exercise, see if you can reach that top hip away a little bit just to find a nice lift and engagement through your center. And then get yourself aligned here. Check out that wrist. Neck is nice and long. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. And then come on down. Pick up that top leg. Give the weight to the leg, perhaps. Hip check-in. 1 hip right on top of the other. And then we started doing this whole leg up, leg down situation. And I was like, where's your knee looking? And you were like, I don't know. My knee doesn't have an eyeball on it, Stacy. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Another one of your weird cues. So anyway, maybe your knee is looking straight ahead. Maybe it's looking somewhere else. What does that feel like? Let's do 3 more. 2. 1 more time. Oof. Okay. Get the weight. Lengthen out, belly is in, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. All the way down. Grab your weight. Come on back. One hip on top of the other, so now the leg goes forward and back. And we're doing what we can to keep our hip in line, our knee in line with our hip. Four more. And 3. And 2. One more time. Okay, I'm going to take that weight away. Sheesh. One more set for the arm. Draw the abdominals in. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. All the way down. Last part with the leg, I promise. Come on back. Foot stays. Knee down. Ooh, knee up. Knee down. Knee up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. It's quite enough of that. Bring the bottom arm down and the top arm out and breathe. One more. Okay, roll onto your side. Come up to sit. I want to come back here where these 8s are, and I'm going to lie on my back one more time. Bring the 5s with you. So just come back to where you have another option for your weights if you want that. I'm going to come back onto my back. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? This is probably the safest way to do this. We're going to lie on our back and use heavier weights for bridging. I'm going to put them right where my hands will be. So when I'm lying down there, I can pick them up easily. Okay? Quick shin hug, because why not? Take a nice deep breath. And then feet will come down. So I'm just going to get these weights ready right by my sides, knees bent, feet flat. We're going to be doing some neutral spine hip lifting here, so I'm not rolling through the spine to come up and down. I'm going to bend the arms and rest the weights right on my hips. Push through the feet, lengthen the neck, and press up and come down. Okay, so we just did a bunch of really exciting things for the hips, didn't we? When you come up, really push through the heels and the feet so you can feel your tushy. 5 more. And 4. And 3. 2. One more. And then come all the way down. And then I'm going to bring the weights right above the elbows. Create length through the spine. And push straight up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights will come right back to the hips. Another set of hip lifts here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back again with the arms, same exercise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then last set here, hands to hips, push through the feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Come back with your arms one more time. Maybe feet together, knees together. One arm at a time. And as you switch, the opposite arm comes up. So one arm down, one arm up, but turn your focus to your midsection. Keep it nice and still. 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Both arms come up. Bring your weights together. Triceps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Use your abdominals here. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come all the way up. Roll to the side. Let's put these weights down. Okay? Get them out of the way. I'm going to first give my legs a quick stretch here. I'm going to cross one foot across my opposite thigh. And depending on how this feels, maybe you just want to gently push this leg away. Or you can bring the whole formation in towards you and interlace your hands behind your left leg. Okay, I'm going to stay like this. And then we can switch to the other leg. And then we can bring this leg back. I'm going to come up to sit and bring back our old friend, the foam roller. Grab the foam roller. We're going to sit on it. Roll out the tush. Just like this. Okay, so get yourself right on the foam roller. Shift your hips over so you can bring the foam roller underneath your left tushy. And I like to just bring my right hand and rest it on my left leg, and then we're gonna roll the tush out. The side, like your hip and the side and the center of the left side of your tush. And you get to breathe the whole time. And then I'm going to come over to the other side and do the same thing with the other side. As always, it's good to notice if one side feels super different from the other. Also, if you have any sore muscles, like if you have any acute pain, like it's a pull or a stretch or a tear, please never roll into that area. This is strictly for fascia and muscle release when the muscles and the fascia are not in some sort of acute position or situation. And one more here. And now I'm going to bring the foam roller under the thighs and come forward onto my forearms. And I'm going to roll through the quads here. Please don't roll directly on your knee. Just come to just above the knee and then go back again. So we did some exercises to strengthen the knees today. So you may feel, I hope that all that went well. You may feel some of that tomorrow or later, some of that work. Last one here. And then I'm going to push myself back and sit back on the heels and just rest the hands and the wrists on the foam roller as I sit back. Head will be a little lower than the hands, which is nice. Give yourself 2 more exhales here. And then roll back up. I'm just going to push this away and I'm going to come into a down dog to come up to stand. Send the shoulders away from the ears. If doing a down dog isn't right for you, just do whatever else you would like to do to stretch. And give yourself 1 more deep breath wherever you are. And then I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet. Come into a fold with the hands to the elbows. One more deep breath here. And then soften the knees, release the arms. We are going to roll it up. All the way up. Give yourself 1 I'm standing super tall with relaxed shoulders breath. We did it, you guys. Have a lovely day. May the force be with you.